up, everybody? I go by the name of Sly.
And I'm Cartier the Dawn. And we want to encourage you guys to listen to The Melting Pot,
where we will release new episodes every Sunday discussing today's most hottest and controversial topics, stirring up all things popular culture.
And you know what they say, if you can't stand the heat,
get out of the kitchen. Brought to you by The Melting Pot.
Why the Melting Pot think they all that though? Here we go. Okay.
Hey, sous chefs, so welcome back to another recipe here at The Melted Pot. I'm your host, Cartier the Dawn.
And I'm your host, Sizzling Sly.
And on today's Hot Stove, I was on Twitter, right? Mm-hmm. And I was reading this tweet. Mm-hmm. And it resonated with me. The reason why it resonated with me, because I just had this conversation earlier today. But the tweet goes, I think friendship breakups are so weird. It's been over 2 months since I've spoken to the person I was sure I would be friends with forever, but we're not anymore. It's such a weird feeling like you miss them, but you know that phase of your life has passed. Then a tweet under that goes, I'm not even particularly sad about it anymore. It's just really weird. And like, yeah, here on The Melting Pot, we have definitely talked about relationships and friendships. And honestly, behind the scenes, we said we were done with this topic because it has been such a topic that we have brought to the table in so many ways from so different aspects. But the reason why the tweet resonated with me because I was talking to somebody earlier today and we was talking about, you know, just old things from college or this, that, and the third. And we was friends. However, it was somebody that got in the way and made us not become friends. They made us have beef. And so now we're looking back at it 5 years later. We don't even really got no issue with each other. It was a whole bunch of he said, she said, they said, and now we're not friends. And so it's crazy because even though me and this person, you know, I'm not going to say like, oh, it was like a major beef. We still over the years follow each other on social media. However, it was just like, we wasn't as close to what we could have been had this person not gotten in the way. And so now I'm kind of looking like, okay, we probably could have been real good friends, you know, because it was like one of those relationships that just started, and I believe the middle person that split us up was jealous of what they saw, because that's a real thing.
Yeah,
that's a real thing, like jealousy between like somebody else, and I feel like it's crazy because it's like, what do you have to hate on us for? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was just like, really, the world has a weird way of like showing you how things connect at the same time. Because I seen that tweet and that conversation was also simultaneously happening at the same time. So it's kind of like either the world has a way of showing you or your phone just hella knows in your business. But then the real meaning of that tweet is also like there's some relationships that I don't want back.
Yeah,
I don't want back.
She put a lot of emphasis on it's just weird. It's not coming from a place of like sadness or like a place of like regret or anything. It's weird because the thing about time is time can be dangerous. And like when so much time has passed, you learn that you didn't need the person, that nothing was benefiting you from having that person in your life. And it's just like, okay, you might even feel like your life is better without them, or, you know, you feel good at, like nothing's holding you back. There's no more drama. You know what I'm saying? So then it becomes weirdness. As time keeps passing, you don't even know why you were mad at the person. It's just
you just know that you're mad, and you know you don't want to repeat the cycle. But you don't even know what you had to falling out about. Yeah, because I have like 3 people in my head right now. I don't know why we're not speaking to this day.
Yeah, we got about 3 people like that.
I don't know why we're not speaking to this day. However, if I see you, we could probably be cordial. You know, unless you decide to get funky with me.
You know who be like especially rude about like when you're in this situation, say you're not talking to somebody or you're not friends with somebody no more, in a relationship with these people no more, people like Snapchat memories, Facebook memories, like all that stuff that just pop up. You just like the audacity, don't you know? See, phones want to be listening, but they don't want to listen in situations like this. Like, you know, my computer chip has not sent a message to so-and-so in months. That means we ain't cool no more, phone. You should know that. Don't be sending me no Snapchat memories. Oh, on this day, 4 years ago, da-da-da-da. You know, like, that's what, like, it's funny if you think about it. But,
bro,
like,
get out my household.
Yeah.
Because last night, when I was posting stuff on my Snap, the person that I'm talking about, that split a friendship, popped up on my memories.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
And I was so. First of all, I was like, "Dang, that happened 5 years ago." So that means, dang, I'm really getting old. Cause that was 5 years ago.
Sound about right.
Yeah, like it was.
Stop putting age on us. So just myself this year. That's just doing what I want to do when I want to do it, and not waiting on anybody. Basically, you know what I'm saying. And a lot of people might live their life like that every day, but I realized that I wasn't. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. But this year it's going great. You know, getting my traveling in, learning. You know, and enhancing my skill sets, whether it's by music, instruments I play. You know, anything, podcasts, businesses.
You're also learning Dutch.
Oh yeah, I'm also learning the language. Yeah, I'm learning Dutch. I want to go to Amsterdam so bad. You know, just the Netherlands in general. So you know, when I'm into my traveling mode, I do a lot of research on places that I want to go, and you know, so I just thought it'd be cool. Yeah, like I feel like anybody can learn Dutch because it's so close to English. But yeah, like the language is not like, oh, you know, a lot of people want to learn Italian because it sounds sexy, but I just wanted to learn just so I could, you know, when I visit, because you know, of course, most countries learn English or whatever and can speak it. So when you travel, it's not really a huge language barrier. But you know, I mean, everybody else in the world knows like 3-4 languages, and they be in like high school, but you know, that's because they're taught at a young age. So you know, it was something during quarantine I wanted to pick up, you know, a little activity, and I'm still going on it. So
back to the Amsterdam thing, somebody on Facebook in one of my little traveling groups, they went on a mother-daughter trip to Amsterdam, and it looked really cool. And then the day that you came back from Seattle, somebody from the same group went to, or they was in Seattle for the Tulip Festival. And I forgot, because when I used to live up there, that was a big thing. Like, tulips was a big thing up there. Like, I ain't never seen so many different colored tulips in my life. But then, you know, now that I don't live there, I don't even think about a tulip. But I definitely want to check that out.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I did that. I did the Space Needle. I did the ferry.
You seen the Grey's Anatomy house?
I seen the Grey's Anatomy intern house. I seen the Channel 4 news station that they have there. On top of it is a helipad, so that's where the helicopters land. That's also a famous shooting scene on Grey's. Also, like, I went to the first Starbucks ever known to man, and I was prepared for the coffee to be overhyped and trash and just taste like Starbucks, you know. But I could truly say with every fiber of my being that was the best coffee I've had. With the exception of Egyptian coffee, that is the best coffee I've had. And I'm not even a Starbucks big person. Like, I mean, I drink Starbucks, but you know, I'm not a Starbucks Valley girl. I have, you know, coupons and they know my name and know my order regularly and know I've never worked there. So, you know, I feel like everybody in their life has worked at Starbucks at some point, but
I have.
But yeah. So, you know, all that was cool and the coffee was bomb. So like, yeah, it's just I met a couple people. The people are nice, you know what I'm saying? People are just talkative and friendly. So yeah. You know. It kind of reminded me, the city itself reminded me of, like, architecture of, like, pretty much anybody's downtown, but, like, more emphasis on, like, Jersey, with a little bit of, like, Nashville. So, I don't know, that was kind of cool. So, going back to the tweet, in relation to the, you know, friendships and the breakup and everything, somebody also said that's because females are passionate and intense. They share a lot versus men who hardly share things amongst one another, and it's mostly just vibes and, you know, hey, bro, I got your back type thing. So, like, can you say yay to nay or that?
I definitely can. Because
I think I can too.
My friendship
With your male friends?
With my friends, with my male friends, we don't have falling out. We don't. I don't get problems until I have female friends.
Yeah.
Those are my problems. Y'all are my problems. Like, my male friends, we're cool, you know.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a falling out with a male friend.
Like, in fact, you know, we may say, hey, what's up, happy birthday. And then we don't talk like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool. But when we see each other, it's nothing but love, vibes, and chill. But with y'all, it's a different beast.
I can agree. So just think about it. When you're a female and you have a female friend, y'all have a falling out. That's a lot of emotions and passion, like the tweet was talking about. And I'm just like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. I don't think I ever, thought about it like that, but
because the stuff you be talking about, man, we want to smoke a Newport.
Cause friendships just be difficult. Like,
y'all be too attached and in love with each other.
Not me, but
get off the nipple.
I'm trying to tell you, like, not me. I'll be chilling. But I think it comes down to personalities. A lot of people have dominant personalities, especially females. And then, but we can't just hop on, because I've met some dominant traded men, and ones were straight and one were gay, but, because most people would stereotype and be like, oh, it'd be the gay males that give the problems when it comes to, falling outs and friendships. But no. There's been some straight dudes, and they just got that dominant personality, and it's just like, you ain't finna talk to me crazy, you know what I'm saying? So, I've seen a little bit of both.
Me.
But
you ain't gonna talk to me crazy. I ain't going for it. But that's why, to avoid all that, I try to be sane, and I definitely feel like I came a long way, because I feel like the old me, years and years and years and years ago, I came with a lot to be my friend, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It had to be my way or the highway. I wasn't trying to hear it from nobody, you know what I'm saying? I was stubborn. But now this older me is more accepting, it's more listening, whatever y'all want to do, however y'all want to do it. Solely because I really don't want to be in charge. I don't want to do nothing, I just want to show up. But I'm just I'm just going with the flow, I'm kicking it. Whatever y'all on, I'm on,
Yeah.
I'm just not mixing brown and white tonight. I did that yesterday.
I feel like that's kind of how I've always been. You said you had to grow into that, but I feel like I've always been like that. Like, whatever y'all on, I'm on. I'm just, I'm doing, I'm show up. I just want to show up. Yeah, I don't want no drama, no confrontation. I just want good vibes,
Exactly, because old me wanted to be that had a type A personality, was in charge. This what we gonna do, this where we going, why we not going here, I don't want to go where y'all want to go. The only time I'm gonna be like that is if it get to the lodging, the hotel, and y'all talk about some red roofs, some Best Western, some 1980s quilt sheets on the bed. If it ain't white sheets and the TV on the wall, I don't want to have it. So, yeah. But other than that, I'm chill. I'm laid back. Wherever y'all want to go. If y'all want to say y'all want to go to Dixon, Kentucky, sure. Yeehaw. Ride 'em, Sally. I'm cool. I'm chill. As long as it's going to be a vibe. Now, I will be looking for other places just in case, because you might, I don't know why you want to go to Kentucky, but,
right.
I'm vibing. I'm on what y'all on, I might have a little force, because, that's still in me, but I feel like I came a long way. I came to be more accepting, more open, and more listening. Like, I used to have a problem with listening. I didn't listen to understand. I listened to respond. And I just feel like with growth, you got to listen to understand. You got to listen to see where they really coming from. A lot of people just listen to give you an answer. And here's how you know if you have that person in your life. If you say something, and before you could put the period on your sentence, they already got the response. You really didn't, you know what I'm saying? You really didn't take in and absorb what I said. You took it in so you could spit out what you want to say. Because 9 times out of 10, it was already in your brain. You just ready to shoot it out anyway because you're not really listening. And that used to be me. That's how I know. And that's why people feel like my mouth was spark. No, I'm not really listening to you. I'm just listening to respond so I can keep the conversation going. But now I'm listening to understand, But yes, I'm just growing and glowing, and I'm not gonna say I'm having a selfish year, because I'm always gonna do what I want to do. You're not gonna dictate that. If I don't want to mess with you, if I don't want to rock with you, if I don't want to hang out with you, I ain't gonna kick it. I would have been that type. Especially, I got my own car. I reside in my own area, so you can't really You can't make me kick it with you. I don't need you. This year, so far, midway, almost halfway through the year, got like 2 more months to go. I've been focusing on growing this thing called a podcast. I've been trying to focus on that heavy. I have a goal this year, and from what I've seen the last couple of days, if I could just get that, I'm going to have what I need or get close to it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be fine with the close to, as long as I can say I tried. I have traveled, got more traveling to do, because this summer I'm going to be outside.
Heavy on that.
I'm going to be outside. You heard me? I'm going to be outside. I'm going to be, all I want to hear is, that's the plane going up and the plane going down. So, the drama, I don't want drama. I don't want drama and depression. I want drinks and dancing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't never heard that one.
I don't want to say expanding friend groups, but like just exploring more options. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of in that. Like, I'm meeting a lot of different people, so it's just like, I'm stepping out. But it's just the fact that, do I really want to add into a friend group, like a set friend group? Because I just feel like right now I'm protected with my groups and everything's fine, and that's just, I really want to stick that way because I don't want new people more drama, new situation, you know what I'm saying? So but you also don't want to close yourself off like that. So I don't know, I'm gonna figure it out. We probably gonna have this conversation amped up or maybe die down a little bit along the way during, this season of the Melting Pot or maybe seasons to come. But I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna keep y'all posted on that. See what I came up with.
Okay, so like my coworkers, they be wanting to go out and stuff. And like, I'm getting in the place where, I have the intentions of going out until I'm ready to go out. I feel like I'm in that 30s, 40s age bracket right now. It's like, oh yeah, at 2 o'clock, oh yeah, we gonna go out tonight. We gonna go out tonight.
I'm going nowhere at 2 o'clock.
And then it's just like, once 8:30 hit, you sure you still stepping that?
Alright, I sure was supposed to meet that girl last night. Did not. It didn't.
It be sounding good until it's time.
Yeah.
It's like, time. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Cause then you start doing the math in your head, you ain't gonna get there till you got to find the parking, depending on where the place at. Then he was like, dang, you looking at your calendar, like, do you really want to spend that money? Start thinking about stuff that's coming up that you gotta pay for, and then it all equal to, I'm tired anyway. So, but turns on the TV, go on Netflix and watch. Like, you spent 3 hours watching nonsense when you could have went out. Sorry.
And then you be like, well, if I ain't dressed by now.
Yeah, like.
Right, and then you start looking in the closet and it's like,
yeah, it's like, then the weather, if it rain, not going. If it's too hot, not going. If it's too cold, under the covers.
Yet we have summer activities playing outside. That's the craziest part about it. And they already paid for it.
But that's different because you said the key word, paid for, going. Like, it is. Like,
been paying for that thing for a long time now, so I had no choice.
We'll be there. Like,
so I'm gonna be outside somehow, some way. But it's just like, going outside sounds good. Meeting new, but then again, it's like, okay, you really don't. Okay, you and your coworkers, y'all be cool at work. Y'all be vibing at work, but y'all really know how they are when they go out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, I did go out with one coworker on my birthday, and it was a cool vibe, but that was just one person.
Yeah.
You know what? That was just one person. It was okay. It was okay. But then it's another person who I was like, yeah, I've been meaning to go out, but I just haven't. But then, that other one, sometimes they just like, even if we just go get a drink or something, and, that sounds good. I just don't have the time. But I need to start making the time. But then again, it's like, if I don't make the time, I might as well do it for my podcast. And that's why I call you. Let's go to do food. Hey, baby. Adulthood is stressful. That's what it all boils down to. But there's ways to de-stress. And you de-stress by ignoring people.
And remembering yourself. What do you like to do? What would you like to do today?
Right. And so it's like, and I don't like those people that feel like because we've been friends for so long, we just gotta stick it out through thick and thin. No.
I mean, that's always gonna be the goal, but if it ain't working, it ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you find yourself being the one to do more of the attempts, then
I feel like if we're not what they called in the church equally yoked at a certain point in life, it's no point. If we keep getting into it, if we're not meshing I'm at a point in my life where I want to mesh. I want to vibe. It shouldn't be no drama. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be no getting into it. We too old to be getting into it.
Right.
That's not it. Cause you mad cause we parked 3 spots down from the door and you want to park right at the door. That's stupid stuff. You mad cause you wanted to leave at 8:30. We left at 9:15. You knew we was gonna be late. The way the stuff that I done got into it with people about, now that I'm looking at it, it's dumb. It's dumb. Like I said, ain't going back. Ain't no changing over here. I wish you nothing but the best. I hope you growing. I hope you growing. For all of those that need closure, I know that another episode I said I'm not gonna close, but I'm gonna close you out right here. This is it. I'm doing my thing. I'm vibing. I'm relaxing, and I don't remember why we had a falling out. And I feel like it's stupid for us to fall out. Like, I feel like as a friend, we should be able to talk about it and move on. You know?
Yeah, I agree. But also, at the end of the day, taking it back to the tweet, the friendship's gonna be weird. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before, but once you're that falling out and you do find those few friends, y'all get to kind of rekindle, it's never gonna be the same. And if you're looking for that expectation, I'm here to tell you it's never gonna be the same. It's hard to work your way back to where it was or where y'all came from. So, you know, for the people that you don't end up meshing back together, it's just a sign. Don't think too hard about it. It's a sign that y'all equally used each other to the maximum point and y'all both now gone separate ways. You know what I'm saying? They got what you needed from them, you got what they needed from you, and it's copacetic.
And if you didn't get what you need from them, oh well. Move on.
You know the signs now. Don't make the same mistakes.
All right, move on. Some people come in your life to be a blessing, some come to be a lesson, and some come to be a stressing. Now you gotta learn what is what and who is who and why is why, but once you learn it, you have to move on and accept the people for what they are. You know?
And that's the word from the wise here at the Melting Pot. I'm your host, Sly.
I'm Cardi the Dawn.
And this has been the Melting Pot. Be sure to follow us on all social media platforms, starting with Twitter at the Melting Pot 16, because we popping. And the Melting Pot Podcast on Facebook, because you already know. And on Instagram at the Real Melting Pot. That's 2 E's and the.
And on YouTube.
All right, and YouTube is the Melting Pot Podcast as well. Same as Facebook.
Right. And we have blogs up there. And you can also go back and listen to these episodes right there on YouTube as well for those visual learners.
Peace and love.